Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Now, I received a call from a friend of a friend last week Sunday, May 28th, and this person had some personal issues that they wanted dealt with and sought some advice from me, some professional advice from me. They didn't seem to have a lot of money, so they said, well, I said, okay, here's what you do. If I can use your case on my program, then I could just give you a discount, but I won't use your name. And they said, yes, fine. The world need to know about this. But for most of you who don't realize, I run a company called Transpersona International, and I do a number of stuff. It's like a consulting agency where I advise people on like career, romance, business, health and wellness, and persona development. Yeah, and I do have some clients overseas. So basically, yes, a lot of people don't know I wear this hat among my many hats. Okay? Anyway, here is what happened. What happened was that he had some issues with his current girlfriend and he needs to know how to deal with it. He wants to stay in the relationship, but there are some reasons why he needs to know how to get around certain issues they are having. Basically, the girlfriend is very aggressive. She attacks him in ways that he does not like, and she often exalts herself in public. Anyway, this girlfriend is white and he is half black. He said what one of the main issues he has is that, for example, with her aggressiveness, and he gave me two specific cases. He said last November, his boss had a birthday and they were keeping a party, a surprise birthday party for his boss. And they were all invited. They didn't know. They surprised the boss and the boss came in. And when the boss came in and they had a cake for him. But it was one of those big cake with this surprise where a girl in bikini would jump out of the cake and come over and hug the boss and so on, So it happened. The girl came out of the cake and hugged the boss and was there making fun of all the people in the room. It was they were having a jolly good time. The girl, because the other men were, it started spontaneously, he said, that they began putting dollar bills in her bikini, and they were just, it was just a well laid back, fun filled situation. And they were there pushing dollar bills in her bikini and in her bra. And he took out, I think he said it was a $5 note, and was just pushing it in the strap of her bra. And she said his girlfriend, she came over there, hold him by the back of his collar, yanked him away from the situation, then grabbed him up by the collar of the front of his shirt and dragged him out of the office, right downstairs and onto the sidewalk, and gave him a piece of her mind. And she did that in front of everybody. And he said he was so embarrassed that he simply got angry and he went home. And he said that was very, very embarrassing. He said he really had it out with her. She eventually apologized but said that she was sorry and so on and so on. But it really affected him. Anyway, fast forward. He said that over Easter this year, she did something really horrible. He said that he wanted to go out with some friends to have, just a day out with some friends from work. And he said that he's part of of a sports team, and the sports team were going, they were all going. She decided that she didn't want to come, but that he should stay home with her. So he said, no, he's not staying home, he's going. And the woman insisted that he had to stay at home. And he insisted that, no, he's going. When he left out of the house and went out to the car and tried to get in the car, all right, there were some men working on the house, and these men had left some tools there. They were doing some work on the ceiling inside. They were doing some remodeling, which included the ceiling, and they had to sort of break out some walls and so on and fix some things on the ceiling. And among the things that they left, the workmen had left there over the weekend, they had left hammer, ball peen hammer. And if anybody understands, here's one on the screen. So you can see what a ball peen hammer looks like. It's used mostly for breaking walls and breaking down very tough concrete, mostly. And it can break in doors and woods and door jambs and so on. Anyway, she came out the house in a rage. And the woman, he came out the car to tackle her, to tell her to calm down. And what the lady did, she threw the hammer. She dropped the hammer, not really dropped. She used the hammer to hammer his windscreen. Now, this guy drove an Audi, and we know that Audi are expensive. He said it was a 2020 Audi, so it's a fairly new car. It was only, 2 years old, going 3 years old, right? So it was a fairly new car. And she dropped the hammer twice into the man's windscreen, just to say, I say you are to stay home, and I need you to stay home. And he said he held on to her because she was trying to now drop the hammer on him. And he just pushed her away and, calm her down. And she went back into the house, and he just didn't bother to go anywhere. He said that then, the police was called because there has to be a police report in order for the damage to be assessed, and for the insurance company to be called. A police report would have been made. But he said when the police came, he did not press any charges. He just explained to them exactly what happened, and he wouldn't press any charges. And he say he's kind of worried that she may do this again, and he needed my advice on how he could get her to calm down and to understand that basically these things should not happen and these things are wrong. He wants her to calm down, and he just don't know how to. And he wanted to know from me what he's supposed to do. He also said that she actually, there are about 3 or 4 times when she actually punched him. Not in the face, but she punched him like in the stomach and in his side on a number of occasions when they're at home. And he's really concerned. He said that the reason why she did this is because she knows that he does not hit women. And she knows that he does not hit women. And he doesn't know any other way to calm her down, because the fact that he doesn't hit women or would never hit a woman, that seemed to embolden her, and he needed my advice. Well, basically, here is what I told him. I make sure I told him. To tell him, when you let a woman know plain that you would never hit a woman, that is where you fail. Even if you would never hit a woman, you can't let any woman know that for 100% sure, especially certain type of women. Certain type. Some you can, some you can't. You see, you started out in this relationship wrong. You have never asserted yourself in the relationship. You are the man. You are stronger, taller, more athletic, have a faster reaction, more logical in your thinking, more rational, and in every way you are you would be expressing all of the masculine traits. And so let me tell you, this woman is demonstrating some very masculine traits, the traits that you should have been demonstrating. And you know what? This woman does not see you as a protector. That's why she treats you like this. She holds you in contempt because she do not see you as a protector. Let me tell you something. You see, when a woman sees one of the main thing a woman wants from a man, her man is protection. And a woman will only feel a man can protect her if he can protect himself from her. No woman wants somebody who cannot stand up to her. Women love strong men. Women love men who makes them feel secure, feel comfortable, feel protected. And the way this man is acting, the woman does not feel that he is capable of protecting her. Because, hold on, let us face it. If she's your woman and she can beat your ASS, then hold on. By all means, she's not going to feel that you can protect her from anybody, because anybody who she cannot fight or anybody who she cannot protect herself from, she can't send you to protect her from that person, because she is better than you. And if she better than you, then she can beat anybody else that you can beat anyway. Therefore, this woman is never going to see you as her protector. And once a woman cannot see you as her protector, she's going to hold you in contempt and she's going to treat you like dirt. She'll not have any respect for you. You have to be able to protect your woman. Instinctively, this is how life is. This is how nature works. This is how women are wired. And I tell you, one of the proof of this, okay, I used to run, I had a girlfriend in London that she owned a hairdressing parlor, a beauty parlor, you want to call it. And I've listened to women, I've been there several times visiting, and I've listened to women there talking. You see the women, this is the women there that have wimpy men who are total wimps. When you hear they speak of these men, they speak of these men with contempt. Some of these men, they'll be sitting down there and they'll be sitting in the under the dryer, and they'll call the little wimp. I need some money. I'm at the hairdresser's now. Bring me some lunch, and bring me some money. I need to. My nail is being done. Hurry up! And she talked to him in a very nice way. But as she hangs up, she turned to the other ladies and say how wimpy he is, and they normally refer to them as little man. The little man need to bring me some lunch. The little man is this, and they speak of them in some derogatory way, because once a woman can wheel you around her little finger, she'll never show you respect. But you see, the minute a woman has a man that she respects, she'll never even call him to come deliver anything, because she doesn't see him as her come around. The man will tell her, say, listen, you should have known you have money before you go to that beauty parlor. You should have had your money. They will treat her to say, listen, I'm your protector, I'm your guide, but listen, I don't just do as you say. Men are strong. And you see, when these women are talking about this kind of alpha male, she talks about them with some respect, and they'll say, you know, I can't do him like that. I can't do him like that. I dare not try that with him. And these women proudly say, I could never try that with my man. He was never going to put up with that. He is He is more, he is. And they will speak with such reverence of the man that she can't wheel around her little finger because she know the minute she gets in any problem, that is her Superman who will come and protect her. And women will always respect men who can protect them. And they will speak the most glowing terms of them when they're amongst their friends. And once the little wimp is around, or they're speaking of the wimp, you can hear the derogatory comments they make, even though they are using these men, because they doesn't see these men as permanent partners. So as for this man, she's never going to see him as a permanent partner. And she'll never, as a matter of fact, he will never, ever really let her feel warm, comfortable, guided, protected, and all of that. He'll never give her that feeling. And that's one of the biggest turn on for a woman. The comfort she feels from the protection she would get from her partner. Now, to do that, you should have set some rules from the beginning. If you are going to be in that stage, if you want a woman to look at you that way, you have to first begin by setting some rules, basically. And one of the first rules is you have to first know who you are vis-a-vis the woman. You have to know that you are the male and what your roles are. And you have to know that as a man, you're not supposed to take any brown stuff from your woman because you are her protector. How you are the one who's going to protect her and then you get called down by her? That doesn't make any sense. How can you protect her if she can rule you? So you have to first know who you are. And from the very beginning, establish yourself in your role as a male, as the dominant partner, because you're naturally supposed to be the dominant partner. That's who you are. That's how you are made. And there's no equality there. You are the protector. You're the warrior. You're faster, you're stronger. You're taller. You're more muscular. You are the one with the 90% testosterone in your body. Know who you are. And once you know who you are and it's clear about who you are as a male vis-a-vis your partner who is female, there'll be no doubt about who is in charge. And you're just naturally in charge as a man. And if this woman had seen you and seen you as her protector, she would have shown you a lot more respect. So, how do you do that? From the very beginning, as a man, you must learn to tell a woman no. The minute every time a woman asks you something, you say yes. Or she say jump and you say how high. She realizes you're a wimp and she realizes that you are not a fitting partner. You're not somebody fittingly capable of protecting her. And once it's at that stage, she will use you and spit you out and walk away to the man who can stand up to her. And because she knows that's the man who is going to be able to protect her. And women will always gravitate to the man who can protect her. So the first place to begin is to respect yourself. If you respect yourself and you set standards for yourself and you know who you are as a man and know what you expect from your partner and know how you expect to be treated and know not to accept anything less than who you are. Now, once you have those traits, you will exude that when you're around her and she will know who you are. Because let me tell you something. You see, women, they can sense fear. They have a saying that that dogs can sense fear in anybody, and there are certain animals like even rhinoceros and elephants. When they are charging a human. They can sense fear and know whether to attack or not to attack. It's so with women. If you are a wimp, a woman can sense that. And once she senses that you're a wimp, she will use that against you. So you have to first know who you are and develop the strength within you to know not to accept certain things. Set standards for yourself. And this is something that you start from day one. From the very, very first time you meet her. Say you're going on a date with a woman for the first time. Do not ask her when you reach, where do you prefer to go? Do you prefer to go to McDonald's or KFC or wherever, the fanciest restaurant? You don't ask her. You tell her straight, we are going to so-and-so to have some refreshments or to have dinner. You tell her where you're going. That decision has been made. Women love that because she will say to herself, here is a man of confidence. This is a man who knows what he wants. He knows exactly where he's going. This man is assertive. This man is somebody I can submit to. And if a woman, no matter how assertive she is, if she feels that she has an alpha male, she will submit to her alpha male because she knows that therein lies the means of her protection. Understand that. Also, as a man, you must always have a dark side. When I say a dark side, you don't necessarily have to bring that out, but a woman will always sense if you have a dark side, a side that she doesn't ever want to see, but she knows that there is something sinister underlying everything, all that goody two-shoes thing she sees on the surface. Understand this. No woman will ever attack a man unless she feels she can get away with it. If she isn't 100% sure she can get away with treating you a certain way, she won't try it. Because when a woman 9 out of 10 times, or 9 out of 1 out of, I'll put it this way, 24 out of 25 times, when a man beat a man's ASS and treats him and humiliates him, she gets away with it. You know why? A woman normally takes several weeks or several months trying to figure out what she can get away with in a relationship, and to spend that time figuring it out. And she will make little tiny steps to see how far she can go. And when she see how far she can go and she realize that you're a real little fussy, I don't want to use the word fussy, but for YouTube purposes, I say fussy. But you can take off the FA and add PU, because really the PU word more used. But for YouTube purposes, I say fussy. But when a woman realizes that you're a little fussy, what she will do, she'll just lose respect for you and she'll treat you like dirt. Therefore, because you cannot protect her, women want, and always remember this, women want protection. And for you to protect her, you have to be better than she. Remember that. So, as I was saying, when a woman hits you and get away with it, you know why she get away with it? Because from the very beginning, she knew she was going to get away with it. Because if she had the slightest doubt that hitting you was going to land her, flattered her ASS on that floor within a second or two, if she had the slightest idea that you may possibly react, she's not going to do it. So a woman is never going to put one little foot out of place that she knows she might run the slightest risk of getting hurt. And if she feels that standing up to you was ever going to get her hurt, she would never have done it. So this woman held you by the ears, dragged you out, humiliated you in front of all your bosses and your co-workers and everything. Why? You know why she did that? Because she knows that you're a wimp. You're a fussy. And you are her little BEACH. I can't spell good, so see with me. I don't know if it's how the word spelled, but it's word something like, she knows you are her BEACH, and she treats you like her BEACH. You understand me? So she knows you're not a man. And the thing to do is to always know who you are. I said before, know who you are as a man. And know that you, Tarzan, she, Jane, and there can't be any equality in a domestic relationship. The man is in charge. The minute you think you and your woman inside the house are equal is the minute you are going to run into problems. There's no equality. We were not made. You do the maths on the male and the female. And you see, in terms of administration, there can't be an equal. You're the protector. So, guys, like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to see you in my next video.